Hello, Randonauts. The longer this Gabby Petito case goes unsolved, the crazier and more extreme these internet conspiracy theories are becoming. Though as I say that, what makes them crazy is not that the theories themselves are crazy, but that this case has just been so crazy in itself that everything seems reasonable in some ways. Like truly anything could be happening, and therefore any theory is a potential reality that could be happening. So I am at this point now where I just have this list of all of my unanswered questions, all of these theories, wanting to know if they're right or wrong. And all I can do is today try to address the most important theories, whether you want to call it a conspiracy or not, these theories, and see if the Randonautica app can lead me to a location that will give us some insights as to whether or not these theories are correct or not. This is supernatural sleuthin', y'all. And now you might be asking, Genevieve, I just stumbled across this video. I don't really know what the Randonautica app is. Well, I will tell you. The Randonautica app is a random location generator app. It will give you a random location in your area based on an intention that you have. So if I have an intention to figure out what happened to Gabby Petito, I can magically put that intention into my phone. It'll send me to a location, and at that location, there will be signs, symbols, sometimes personal things will happen. You never know what you're gonna get when you get a Randonautica point. And you could use it for simple intentions like the color green or love, but I have gone up to PhD level Randonautica usage, so we are using it to solve crimes. And it's at this point that if you, after hearing that explanation, are like, this is dumb, I don't like supernatural stuff, I only like physical things where there's physical things happening, then it's time for you to click off this video and go somewhere else in this weird internet world. And for those of you who are still here, you and me, we are going to have a very exciting time trying to get some more clues, some more insights on what is going on with these specific theories around Gabby Petito. So there are 3 conspiracy theories around this case that I would like to address today. So because we have 3 intentions, I'm hoping that each one goes a little bit quickly and we get some obvious answers just quickly. So with that said, I would like to jump into our first intention, and that is knowing whether or not Gabby Petito really was pregnant at the time of her death. So I've opened the Randonautica app. As you can see, I'm in Estes Park today. I totally haven't even told you that yet. Estes Park is a great place to do Randonautica. Every time I come up here to do this, I have a really good experience typically. It's also another beautiful mountain location in Colorado. So hopefully if we don't get anything exciting, at least we'll see some beautiful Colorado mountains today. So we're looking for a point within our initial 4-kilometer radius, and we're looking for a point that will give us a clear yes or no answer on whether or not Gabby Petito was pregnant at the time of her death. Here we go. Was Gabby Petito pregnant? Was Gabby Petito? Very interesting. I haven't been led to a point that's someone's house in a while, but you can see there's like a random neighborhood and there's a bunch of just emptiness behind it, and the point is kind of behind someone's house, which kind of sucks. But let's drive over there. All we can do is go over there, see what's going on, and hopefully we're going to see something that gives us a clear answer on whether or not this is a yes or no on the pregnancy. So it is a beautiful, kind of threatening to storm day up here in Estes Park. So for those of you who don't know Estes Park very well, it's where the Stanley Hotel is, and the Stanley Hotel is obviously what The Shining is based off of. A super famous hotel, also said to be like truly haunted. I have done another video there. I think I've done a couple actually that were kind of based around there. It's such a cool place to go. What's interesting about this point is that it's actually a 10-minute drive, which whenever I'm led somewhere that is a little bit far, like usually the points that I get are like within 4 or 5 minutes from wherever I'm starting. So when something's farther away, that to me is like, okay, there's something I have to see at this point. Otherwise it would have led me probably somewhere closer. So that's interesting. Hopefully it's a really clear, like I said, yes or no answer. My intuitive feeling about Gabby Petito being pregnant or not at the time of her death actually leans kind of towards no. I just don't, from what I've seen and just also what I just feel about the situation is we don't really have a lot of proof except for someone thought they saw a sonogram like on the side of a road. I don't know. And then she had a Pinterest board about babies, but like what woman doesn't? So I don't know. I don't think we have a lot of proof that she was pregnant, but at the same time, it's incredibly intriguing to consider that as an option. So going into it, I'm leaning towards no, but I'm very open to being wrong about that. In fact, I'd actually love to be wrong about that in some ways because it would be fascinating, but time will tell. We will see what we're led to once we get to this point. So now it's claiming that we're only a minute away, which surprises me because we're not yet even in the neighborhood. It's kind of a creepy old amusement park. It looks kind of abandoned. Fun city, apparently. I somehow doubt it. Okay, now we're getting into what looks more like a neighborhood. The point is that you see these houses on the right. The point is actually right behind one of those. So we've got to turn off into there. So we're going to turn in here and see what we can see, I guess, from the front. Okay, and these houses, the first initial... So these houses, the initial vibe I'm getting from these is that these are vacation rentals. They don't feel like people live here. I could be wrong, but these really feel like generic vacation rentals. Though with that said, I still don't want to just drive into someone's... Okay, so it's this one. It's like this, right where I am, behind this house is the point. So I'm gonna try to drive around, get my bearings, and figure out how we could potentially get back there. Just want to give you a shot, a closer up look at where the point is. Actually right between, but kind of behind these two. This is frustrating because I can't just walk down their driveway and go in there. So I am perplexed. So I just turned around that I'm coming now back down towards the house where the point is. And the feeling I'm getting really strongly is that these houses, as I said, they feel vacant. These feel like vacation rentals. It feels like people don't actually live here as their family homes. So there's this feeling of vacancy. So when I'm asking this question of whether or not Gabby Petito was pregnant at the time of her death, this feels like a no. This feels like it's saying like there's nobody home, like an empty womb, an empty house. That is like the really strong feeling I'm getting from this. But because it's private property and I really don't know what the deal is around here, I don't want to be like driving into people's houses and stuff. Like I have no business doing that. And I want to be as respectful as I can. I will still try to drive around. I don't know if we can really see anything from the back, but we're going to try. Maybe from the road we can see something because maybe there's something still to see over there. But I feel like the message was clear and that these are like vacant condos. And it's symbolizing to me like a vacant womb. But tell me what you guys think as I try to get myself out of this situation here. So yeah, nowhere to park on the road there. And I think we got the message pretty clear. I intended to get some quick, clear answers. I feel like our first one was a success and that it looks like, according to the Randonautica app, that Gabby Petito was not pregnant at the time of her death. But the truth will come out eventually. I'm curious if it'll confirm whether or not that's right. The next really big intention that I'd like to address is whether or not the murder of the couple at the Moab camping site is linked somehow to Gabby Petito's murder. As many of you know, at almost the exact same time that Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie were going through Moab, a couple who was camping named Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner were shot dead at their campsite. And one of the last things they said is they texted a friend saying, "Hey, we're gonna move campsites. There's a really creepy dude around here." That's not word for word what the text said, but it was something along those lines. The next thing we know, they're found shot to death in a creek with like half their clothes removed. And it just so happens to be at the same time that maybe Brian Laundrie he just had a fight with Gabby Petito and he's like out in the woods doing weird stuff and being a creepy dude. At the very least, we know it was a guy because in the text they said a creepy dude, creepy guy, out here by our campsite, we're gonna move. And unfortunately, they did not get that chance. So there's obviously a lot of talk on whether or not these two murder cases are connected, because what are the odds that Gabby and Brian happen to be in the same area at the same time that these women are murdered? So here we go. You and I are going to try to find a location in this area that will give us some answers as to whether or not these two cases are linked, and if so, how? Everything has been reset in the app. It's not getting unblurry, but you get the idea. Link between Gabby Petito case and couple that was murdered in Moab. Is there a link? Whoa, that was fast. For some reason, this point creeps me out. Sometimes when points generate, I just get weird feelings, and this one gives me one. It looks like a parking lot right off the road, so at least we know it's accessible. Don't even know what's over there. That looks like a business though, so hopefully we can, let's just go and see. Unlike the last point, this one is not as far away. It's only like a 4-minute drive, so that's interesting. Okay, now that I'm back on the main road, I'm realizing we're now going back towards the other point. So I wonder if there's something else in that area that just has a strong affiliate vibe with this case, because we keep being led back to this area, which is kind of interesting. Although at this point, I can tell we're being led farther because it says we're still like 0.7 miles away, so it'll be a little bit farther. But what a cool, beautiful, ominous, just powerful view of the Rocky Mountain National Park up ahead. It also feels appropriate to be doing this near Rocky Mountain National Park. I was actually shocked when I was studying the exact journey that Gabby and Brian went on. I was shocked they didn't come here because this is one of the like quintessential Western national parks, and it's just so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, there's an elk over there. Oh, people, don't get close to the elk, you idiots. Gosh, there's like 80,000 people pulling over. That's not at our point, but that's just dumb. Do not let your kids get that close to the elk. That elk had huge horns. Could kill your kid. Okay, staying focused. We are turning right really soon. Oh, okay, here at this place, it's like a burger place. Okay, I guess, yeah, okay, where it says enter. Okay, this is weird. This is like, the point is at a burger place. Let me just process this for a second. I guess I'll park. Okay, this is bizarre. My blue dot has me pointing the wrong way. I'm actually parked pretty much right at the point. I'm just in these spots here. The point is right here. So as I'm just sitting here trying to get my bearings a little bit, I look over and this is the point, the parking lot, just right here. But look what's next to it, this sign that says we're open. I don't know why, but everything in me is telling me that this open sign and also the flashing open sign over there, and then this little help wanted sign, that somehow like just that is what I'm here to see. The word open, the help wanted over there. There's something going on here. I don't know why, but just something about seeing that word was like a flashing sign of this case is still open for figuring that out. It is open that there is potentially a link between the two cases, but it's still in process of figuring that out. But this is not a hard no, guys. This is saying possibly. There's openness. I keep saying open. And the fact that it's two open signs with a help wanted sign in between, to me that says is that something knows that this case needs help to find the link between the two. I actually don't think that investigators are doing enough to try to find that link. I think early on they just kind of brushed it off like, yeah, these don't seem anything alike. There's nothing going on here. But I don't think anyone has proof that there's no correlation between the two. It's totally possible. And being led to the words open and help are telling me that there's something more to be discovered there. It's an open investigation, open to finding evidence. That's, for some reason, a really strong message I'm getting from this. I also just want to get out of the car really quick and give you guys a quick 360 of this whole area, because another thing I noticed that's kind of weird is up here there's like a gift shop that has a lot of creepy Western stuff. It also has an open sign because it's a gift shop, but it's just really interesting vibes doing a whole like 360 of this little area. I'm basically like on the spot right now in case you guys get anything else out of this. Remember how the text said that there was a creepy dude by them? What is this? To me, this looks absolutely like a creepy dude. There's just a random wooden sculpture of a just weird, I don't like wooden sculptures, guys. Every time I find them at points, it's always bad vibes, and this seems to be very representative of the creepy dude who was at their campsite. So wow, you guys, I feel like we got a lot of information quickly. Again, my intentions of it being quick are coming true here, because we got a lot of interesting information pretty quickly from that. To me, this is affirmative that there is definitely some possibility, some even leaning towards yes, there is a link between the two. What that link is yet, we really don't know, because again, we don't even know. It might not have been Brian Laundrie that did it. It's still open that it could be someone else. I don't know. Now I just have more questions than answers, but I think it's fascinating that we got this very open, probably answer. Whew, okay, let's reset everything because we need to get to our third intention, which I'm so excited to do. So I think it was last week that someone flew a drone over Brian Laundrie's parents' backyard, saw them in the back gardening with these raised garden beds, and from that, this conspiracy theory has developed that the Laundries are actually hiding Brian in their backyard in some underground bunker, and the garden beds on top just like a facade to protect what's underneath, basically. This is a legit theory now, guys, that the Laundries could be hiding Brian basically in plain sight, just hiding him in the backyard, which is really interesting that that's coming to light as a theory, because that's something I kind of thought could be happening too, that maybe Brian didn't really go anywhere. They are just hiding him extremely well, like right under our noses in their backyard, or somewhere where he didn't actually go that far, but he's just very well hidden. And that's how he's able to keep getting food, keep getting supplies, and he's not caught, he's not seen out in public anywhere because he's literally just hidden in their backyard. Oh, we're getting crazy here. That's great. So it's the moment of truth for that, guys. I want to know, are the Laundries hiding Brian in plain sight? Is he actually just in their backyard? Help us, Randonautica app. So here we go. I'm gonna keep my original 4-kilometer radius that's over the center of the town. I'm obviously kind of on the way out now, but I wanna keep it over the center because that's an area I'd like to stay in. Let's do this. Is Brian Laundrie being hidden in the Laundrie's backyard? Is the family hiding Brian under plain sight? Wow, I'm so excited for this point. I don't know why I'm so excited. It looks like it's off of maybe a hiking trail. Gosh, please focus. There we go. So to me, at first glance, this looks like some sort of makeshift parking lot for maybe a trail, and the point is fairly close by. So I'm excited because it's promising that we can explore this area. I hope. It might be private property though. Ugh, I hope not, but let's see. Let's go on over there. Let's get our answer. Is Brian being hidden basically in plain sight at the Laundrie house? Okay, whoa, before we even leave, I did the directions and I'm zoomed in. So obviously we can tell this is not actually a hiking trail, that is private property. But look what is right near the point. This place called Create-A-Cut. What kind of business even is that? But that sounds like something that you would do to like excavate the backyard, like create a cut in the earth so you can hide your criminal son in the earth. That's just a very odd business to be led next to. And then the point is out here in a very creepy area. So, you know, pray for me. All right, leaving the parking lot of this very sketchy but interesting burger place that we were led to. And whoa, this point is really close and there's a ton of traffic all of a sudden. I don't know, it's like both ways, people going into the park and leaving, which is, it's weird because it's a weird time of day. But I'm now seeing that this is like, is this guy gonna let me go? Yes. This is like an actual excavation point. How weird is that? So up here, you see all this dirt up here? They're like excavating stuff. And this is so close to the point. This feels like, okay, did the Laundries dig a hole in their backyard and put Brian in? Like, this feels like it confirms that, which I was not expecting, guys. I honestly, when I first heard this conspiracy theory, I thought, okay, that seems far-fetched. Like, how are they keeping him under the garden beds? But it's like, the more I think about it, it's like, how else could Brian be alive and be safe somewhere unless he was being like fully held underground by his parents, basically. It's just crazy. But I am shocked that this is like a whole, like a construction or something, maybe even mining, I don't know, but there's something with a lot of digging. Oh, this is like a trash. No, that's not trash, that's like electrical. Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm just rambling. I talk a lot when I'm excited, when I'm trying to figure things out. I process things out loud. And if you don't like that, I am sorry, but there's a lot of other videos you could watch, so. Turn right on the okay, I get to turn here on the sketchy dirt road. Oh my gosh, this is, okay, please don't notice that I'm filming. This is so much digging. Is this the Create-A-Cut place? This is crazy. I feel like I shouldn't be here. I feel like I just turned into a business that they don't want me here. Do you see that donut, guys? It's called the Pit. It's written the Pit on that tire. It's not a donut, it's a tire, but it says the Pit. Oh my gosh. This is freaking me out so much because it feels like it's confirming that Brian's in a pit under the garden bed. Whoa. Okay, I guess I'm going up here. We're kind of, now it's getting a little more residential. We're really close. I've got to park soon, but I am just like more than shocked at how blatant the representation of this digging and the pit. Okay, we're going, of course we're going this way. We're going the sketchier way, but there are houses, which means people live here, which means maybe it's like friendly, but at the same time not, because it's private property, but can't think too much about that. It is really steep though, guys. I am not sure where I'm gonna park because it wants me to park soon. This is a very narrow 1-lane road. I hope another car, okay, it says I've arrived. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. We cannot park here, Randonautica. Cannot be done. Okay, I'm just gonna try to pull, this is like slightly an area I could pull off. We're gonna try that. Okay, I'm kind of freaking out. I can't park here. Up ahead looks like a house or something. It's something I shouldn't be involved in, but I need to get over here. So I'm gonna try it really quick. We're gonna jump out of the car. We're gonna try to go over there, see what's over there, and get back over here because I don't want to be caught and I'm nervous. So let's just go. So what I can do, as you can see, I didn't actually park like a normal person. I parked, oh, okay, yeah, here we go. I'm coming down here. I thought this was a trail. It's kind of not, but the point is up there. So we're gonna walk at least up to that point. Oh, there's kind of a lot of trash back here. Is this symbolic that Brian is leaving a lot of trash in his bunker? Because that's what it seems like. God, I hope I don't get shot. There is a sign that says no hunting, which is interesting because they really only put those up if there's been a history of, you know, people hunting in this area or hunting where they're... What the hell is that sound? Oh, it's an elk. Oh gosh. Okay, let's just keep going. But I think that's like their little elk whistle that they do. And I'm sorry if the camera is not looking great at this moment, but I'm just trying to rush through this and not die. A lot of you will be happy to know, though, that I am wearing hiking boots. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. There's like all these old trees that were cut down like 20 years ago that are just sort of left up here. Then this really old equipment over here that also looks like it's from like 10 years ago that's just sort of left there. Can you guys hear that like noise? I hope you can. That's an elk noise. Okay, but let me get more real with you here and say that the point is technically further down, like right down there. But this is like, this is weird. This is, I feel like, so confirmed that there is something that the Laundries are doing with hiding Brian. Especially there's so much trash over here. Like, it's weird. There's a lot of trash. It's very ominous, cloudy sky. There's an elk, although now he stopped making his like mating whistle or whatever the heck that is. And I am just, feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Feel like I'm not supposed to be here. I really don't want to go any farther because one, there's like nowhere to walk anymore. Maybe if we walk a little bit down here. More trash, more trash. Really creepy tree. Oh my God, everything in me is like, please Genevieve, get the F out because this doesn't feel good. But the point is over there. And now it's time for us to go and process the craziness of this situation. Oh shoot, how do I get back up? God, why is there so much trash? Like, it's like, seems like, oh my gosh, I just heard a noise. That sounded like a gunshot. I don't know if I got that on my thing, but I've got to get back to my car. That was not a normal noise. Okay. We're almost there. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, turning on my car just to feel a little bit safer. I am like literally, I don't know if you can even tell, but I'm like shaking right now. Is my camera focused? Not really, okay. Whew, okay, I cannot stay here long. I'm still just in the middle of this road, but there's a lot to unpack here. I did not expect to be given a point that would be like so, it feels like it's so literal in terms of being like, the Laundries are doing weird stuff. He's definitely buried in the backyard somewhere. And somehow the trash, there's so much trash up here, which normally you wouldn't see in nature. And it just makes me feel like it's like confirming that like someone is living on the land that he shouldn't be. I don't know, but I'm just like, I need to get out of here. So let's go. Okay, wow, okay. So as I was just trying to turn around, I'm still trying to turn around, a giant excavating truck came up behind me. I'm so glad it didn't come up. Oh shit, okay. While I was out on foot, because that scared the crap out of me. And again, I'm realizing, okay, this isn't, the brown house that I kind of thought was a house is actually a part of whatever this excavating, I'm like on the excavating company's land. Like maybe that's why there's so much trash. Maybe this is a trash dump, actually. I don't even know. But everything about it feels bad. Feels like I shouldn't be here. Feels just weird. I mean, the elk sound was creepy, but I guess pretty because it's nature. But then there was like a weird noise on like a gunshot or something. Anyway, I'm just glad I turned around. I'm going back down now the way that I came. And I don't know why. I've like never been this, I've done some weird stuff with this app, guys, in terms of where I've been. But for some reason right now I'm more shaken up than I have been. Look at this weird house. Sorry, I'm like, I didn't even see this coming up, but like another really creepy, vacant looking house. This is the reflection of my diet soda, but I don't know. I'm on heightened alert right now, guys. Let's get back into town. Look at this, also something I couldn't see on my way in because it was the other way, but it looks almost like a mine, or maybe this is like the trash heap. Like the way that was, it was like an entrance into the earth right there that we're looking at. Another sign of like Brian Laundrie's also in an entrance to the earth somewhere in Florida. And what better way to process this very intense adventure so far than to do some thinking at the Stanley Hotel. So in the 7 minutes it took me to drive over here, I am feeling a little more regulated. But like I said, guys, I was physically feeling more anxiety, just more really intense emotions at that point than I don't think I ever have at any other point. And like I said, I've been to some crazy points, some situations. So I just feel like a lot of shadowy emotional stuff was wrapped up in that point, and a lot of things were answered that actually make me uncomfortable, like the fact that that poor couple in Moab totally could be connected to this case, and if Brian Laundrie was somehow involved in killing those other two women, I'm just like, that enrages me even more. And again, we don't have proof, we don't know, we don't even know where Brian Laundrie is, but just all these unknowns and the very creepy answers I got today, I don't know, I'm still overwhelmed. I can't even talk about it, I guess, because now that I'm talking about it again, I'm getting worked up. So as always, I definitely need your help. Let me know what you guys saw, what you guys picked up on that I didn't see. Often I don't see things that you guys see because I'm in the moment and I'm kind of freaking out, and I miss some stuff. So what you guys see on your screen, it helps me a lot. So let me know your guys' thoughts. As always, like and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to keep going on these adventures with me. And as always, you can also buy me a coffee on Ko-Fi if you would like to support me personally. I so love and feel such a bond with the people who do that for me. And if you don't want to do any of those things, that's cool too. I will see you very soon, I hope, in my next video.